This is the 6th video on decimals. If you have not watched videos 1 through 5, please make sure you do that before watching this video. This video will talk about how to add and subtract decimals. We know how to add numbers like this, or even numbers like this. But do you know how to add numbers like this? Well, by the end of this video, you will know how to add numbers like this. And you will even know how to subtract numbers like this. Before I show you the trick about how this works, I want to show you using our colouring grids. If I wanted to add 0.3 to 0.5, on my colouring grid it would look like this. Can you see how many tenths we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 tenths all together. And we know that as a decimal, 8 tenths is written as 0.8. Can you see that all we did was add column by column, just like adding whole numbers? Let me show you what this looks like using our number line. Remember, this number line is only counting from 0 to 1, and it has been broken up into tenths. My question says that I have 0.3, which is 3 tenths away from 0. And I am adding 0.5 or 5 tenths to it. Let's count that out. So we're starting at 0.3, we're adding 1 more tenth, 2 more tenths, 3 more tenths, 4 more tenths, and 5 more tenths. And here we can see that our arrow is pointing to 0.8, which is the answer we were looking for. So we started at 0.3 and we made our number bigger by 0.5 to end up at 0.8. Let me show you another example, but with a much harder number. If I wanted to add these two numbers together, would you be able to tell me how to do it? If you can, write this question down and try it first, so we can see if we get the same answer. Pause it and have a go. Alright, so first let me show you how to add these two numbers together using our colouring grids. Then I will show you how to use the shortcut. Here are our colouring grids. Let's colour them in according to our numbers. We have 1.371 plus, or added to, 0.258. Let's add all of that together. We always start on the right-hand side and move towards the left-hand side. So we have 1 plus 8 equals 9. Let's do the next column. 7 plus 5 equals 12. But see, what we have to do here now is move our row over to our tenths place value because we have more than 10. Now let's add our tenths column together. We leave our 1 here and add on our other tenths. So 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. And finally, let's add our units together. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So 1.371 plus 0.258 equals 1.629. Did you get the same answer when you tried it by yourself? Great work. Let's have a look at the shortcut. I wonder if you worked it out by yourself. So if I am adding these two numbers together, it really would take me forever to draw out the number grids then add it all together. So I can use a trick. If I simply add everything in each column and carry over numbers, it is a much quicker way. So let me show you. If I have 7 and add 5, I get 12. I can't write 12 down the bottom, but I can write 2 and carry the 1. So then when I am adding the next column, I simply add this 1 to it. So 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6. No need to carry anything over here. So next column, 9 plus 3 equals 12. I wonder if you can remember what we do when we have more than 10. That's right, we write the 2 down here and carry the 1 up to here. So now let's count our units column. We have 1 plus 6 plus 2 equals 9. So our answer is 9,262. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Can you tell me what I might be missing? Oh, that's right, I'm missing the decimal point. We always drag the decimal point down into the same spot, always after the units. A good way to think about this is that we know that 6 plus 2 is only 8. No way near 9,000. So we know our answer must be wrong if we got something ridiculous like that. If you have learned enough for now, pause the video and complete the addition questions before watching the rest of the video. Okay, now it's time to have a look at subtracting. Remember, subtraction means taking away. If I had 0.9 and took 0.1 away from it, can you guess what my answer might be? Let's check that out using our number grid. If I took 1/10 away from my 9/10, I would end up with 8/10, which we know is the same as 0.8. Can you see that all we did is subtract column by column? The same as adding. Let me show you that using our number line. My question says that I have 0.9, which is 9/10 away from 0, and I am subtracting or taking away 0.1, or 1/10 from it. Let's count that. 1/10 less than 0.9 is 0.8, which is the answer I was looking for. So we started at 0.9 and we made our number smaller by 0.1 to end up at 0.8. Let me show you another example, but with much harder numbers. If I wanted to subtract 0.133 from 1.464, would you be able to tell me how to do it? If you could, write this question down and try it, and let's see if we get the same answer. Here are our colouring grids. We've coloured them according to our numbers. 1.464. Take away 0.133. Let's do the subtraction. Remember, we always start on the right side and move towards the left side. 4 take away 3 equals 1. Let's do the next column. 6 take away 3 equals 3. And the next column, 4 take away 1 equals 3. And if we pop our decimal point here so we don't forget later, then we move on to our next column. We have 1 take away 0 is 1. So 1.464 take away 0.133 equals 1.331. If you got that answer, you are totally awesome. Alright, let me show you a handy tip. Say we wanted to subtract 3.539 from 8.177. If you look at this question, you might think, well, that's the same as the last one. But check it out. I can see here that I have 7 and then I have 9. I can't take away 9 from 7 without going into negative numbers. So what I have to do is borrow from my next column. If I borrow 1 from this 7, I have 6 in this place. Then I move my 1 over back to my 7. So now I have 17 instead of 7. So I can do 17 take away 9, which equals 8. Then I move over to my column, so I have 6 take away 3, which equals 3. Then I move over to my next column, 1 take away 5. I can't take away 5 from 1, so I have to, what do I have to do? I have to borrow from my units column. So I have to take 1 from this 8. What number am I going to have left? That's right, 7. And then this 1 turns into 11. So 11 take away 5 equals 6. Easy. And we can't forget to move our decimal point down as well. And finally, let's do our last column. 7 take away 3 equals 4. So 8.177 take away 3.539 equals 4.638. So in this activity, you have to answer the questions that involve addition and subtractions with decimals. So you have an easy column, a column that is harder than that one, and then a column that is the hardest of the three. If you start in the easy column, then move to the harder column, and then finish with the hardest column, that would be the best way to complete this activity. Once you are done with this sheet, check your answers using a calculator. Give yourself a big tick if you got it right, and if you didn't get it right, just try again. It's now time to start Activity 9. If you are still having trouble with this, make sure you ask your teacher for help or rewatch this video.